Hey y'all, so I have an interesting story to tell you. And let me tell you how God works in mysterious ways, I'm telling you. So, it was a situation where my nephew broke my son's phone. It was an accident. But before that, my son was like, I want a new phone. I want a new phone. And I said, well, if you want a new phone, you're going to have to earn this new phone, this, that, and the third. But then when it was broken, I was like, I can't make him earn this phone. Now, especially if it was broken, that's just not fair. Now he needs a new phone, period, to be able to. Now I thought that he would be able to hold on for a little while with the phone because the screen was cracked, but then it started doing stuff like when I call him, it cuts off when I call. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So he must have said something to his aunt or his dad about something about it, and his aunt was like, "I'm a." Yeah, they were talking about getting my phone, but they didn't get it. And same thing, getting putting them on a plan and stuff and all that other stuff, but they didn't do it. So I'm like, okay. So I end up, I was like, when he told me that, I was like, what, let me see if I could find him a phone, a nice phone, maybe a cheap phone or something, until they do finally put him on a plan. Um, Something maybe like $200, something that he can live with, and just in case they didn't, because I'm not the type of person to depend on nobody else. So next thing you know, you just won't believe it. I struggled finding phones for some reason on Amazon, because I have Cricket, on Cricket and everything. I'm struggling to find phones for him to put his, you know, like, okay, is it unlocked? Is it AT&T or Cricket compatible? Is it, like, I was running into a whole bunch of issues. I was trying not to spend no more than $200, $220 really. And the phone he wanted. And then I'm like, Jamel, just make sure that you find one somewhat for the same price. That's all I'm asking. So me and my mother looked for phones all night, and it was not that hard, believe it or not, when we tried to find one for my nephew, because his phone was so jacked up. It was easy. It was easy. It was not this hard. And I'm just sitting here like, why am I going through all of this? It's ridiculous. Like, you know, because they had that conversation. He had that conversation with his aunt and his dad, like, weeks ago. So I thought they had forgotten about it and left it alone. But anyway, so I'm just like, you know what? This is ridiculous. I'm tired last night. I'm like, I'm tired of looking. I'm getting frustrated. My mom getting frustrated. It was like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm just going to tell him, pick another phone, this, that, and the third. We'll be able to find him. Go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. I didn't even look at phones. Instead, I'm looking at a minister talk on YouTube about, I forget his name, Minister Kevin. I don't know his last name. Lord have mercy, but I'll get back to you. But I was listening to a minister on YouTube, and then I was listening to some, like some pregnancy, fetal music for the baby, and then I ended up falling asleep. I did speak to my son sometime in between there. I spoke to my son, and I was telling him, make sure you look for a phone. Make sure you look for a phone. This is in the third. I ended up falling asleep. I didn't wake up till almost 12 o'clock, and that's because my mom called me. And she's like, yeah, breakfast is done, and this, that, and the third. Then wake up till almost 12 o'clock. So at this point, I'm like, okay. Pregnancy puts you out. So my son, I call him right after I finish my breakfast. And I'm telling him about the phone. I was like, please don't forget. I called you because I wanted to see if you found the phone yet. He was like, I was asleep. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, I ain't mean to disturb you out of your sleep. I said, but when you wake up, make sure you look for the phone. He was like, well, my auntie said that she was going to get me a phone, and she was going to put me on her plan or whatever. This is that and the third, or her dad on dad's plan or whatever, but she going to get me a phone. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, She said that. She's like, yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna call your auntie. Is that okay? He was like, yeah. So I went and called his aunt. And I know she will because she's supposed to mess out of them. She's supposed to mess out her nieces and nephews. It's like they're her children because she don't have any children. So they're her children. And that's his best friend. He don't even call her. It's just hilarious what he calls her, but I don't put names out there. So but anyway, he called. I called her, and I explained what he said to me. And then she was like, yeah, I was going to get him one. And she was saying she was going to get it today, or she said she can't get it today at the store. She was going to try to get it online. She said she was going to ask his dad if he's going to be on his plan or this is that and the third. And I said, are you? I said, really? She was like, yeah. And I just started laughing. I started I just started praising the Lord and telling her though everything that I went through, the loops and bounds I went through. I said we tried everything we could to get a phone. We had the money ready and everything to spend this amount of money. And I guess God just said no, that little boy deserves so much better. Because he didn't even want to get the new phone because he knew how it was. Like, I'm tight with money right now. So he didn't even want to get the phone. He knew that we kind of tight with money in his house. And it was just like he was just so humble. Even though it's broken, I'll rock out with this broken phone. Like that's how that was his attitude. So I guess God was like, no, this little boy deserves something better, and I ain't gonna let you give him nothing less. Like, I don't know what it was, but that's what it was. And I was like, started laughing. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it today, this, that, and the third. I said, okay. I said, she's like, he said he want an iPhone. I said, okay, because he told me Samsung Galaxy 22 or something. And I was like, but you ask him and y'all figured it out. And I think that it was just so crazy how it happened. And I started telling her, I said, God did not want me to order that phone. I was so frustrated to the point that I was ready to throw my phone trying to order this phone for him. Because, I'm pregnant. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm actually on bed rest. So I have to be around people, that type of thing, just to be on the safe side and stuff like that. Make sure I can't really go anywhere. I can't do nothing. I just can't. So I was not going into the store to find him nothing. And it was crazy. And I was just like, Lord have mercy. That's why he stopped me in my tracks. And he stopped my mother in her tracks. He stopped us both in our tracks, and we both frustrated. It was like, it was not this hard before. What is going on? It should be simple and easy. Because we were not supposed to spend our money. And here's the craziest thing. I knew I didn't really have it like that, but I wanted to contribute to him having his phone because I didn't like the fact that he didn't have his phone and it was broken. And it wasn't his fault that it was broken. So here's the crazy thing. My dad told me to keep the money I gave you for the portion of it. So it's keep the money I gave you for the portion of it. He didn't want it back. And I was just like, wow, you know, I have help. That is only God. That is only God. So from now on, I'm stop getting frustrated because I gotta know that there's a reason why that he's doing these things. I just wanted to tell y'all that like he is just miraculously working. I wasn't even expecting that, but it was just so beautiful, and I thank God for that every step of the way. And my son gets exactly what he deserves and nothing less. And on top of that, I even got something that I needed. And, you know, it was crazy. So I just thought I would share that with y'all because that is just amazing. Amazing. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about, but he knew I wasn't supposed to. Nope, I'm stopping y'all. Y'all not buying the phone. Nope, I'm stopping y'all. I'm not buying the phone. And my mother and my father had just lent money. Well, not lent money, but just gave money to someone. And my mother is about to go get some food. I just gave her a little bit of money for food to get some food or whatever. And It was just crazy. He was like, nope, y'all gonna save y'all money. Y'all not spending y'all money. Y'all got help. Y'all do enough. It was just so beautiful how it all just built out and just happened. I just like, man, he is really blessing us. The Lord is so good. That's all I want to say. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate it. And y'all keep the faith. Y'all keep the faith, because I know I will, boy. I'm staying out of my way. I be in my way, y'all. I be in my way. But God was blessing me. So love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.